Hello artist, I'm going to talk to you just real quickly so you can get started. You're going to Modge Podge, and Modge Podge is a sealer. It's kind of stinky, but the nice thing is it protects your paint. This is a couple years ago. This is my example. See how it's shiny, and this is done with a different medium. This was with oil pastels and Indian ink, and this year we did watercolors. Now this is a student's that was broken, and I super glued it, and we're hoping it's going to stay together, and so I thought Modge Podge would be a good thing. Maybe put 2 coats on this person's clay project. Right here you have brushes, and they're yucky brushes. That's why I use them for this, because Modge Podge will ruin it. And your table will have their own little bucket like this, and inside you'll have your thing of Modge Podge. Now when you're using Modge Podge, you're going to need a scrap piece of paper, and it stinks, and you don't want to spill it everywhere. This stuff's kind of expensive. And you might need to take your brush, and don't do it anywhere near anybody. I've soaked these in Dawn. Some of them were really stiff, and you actually need a stiffer brush, and I found these bigger ones that we had. So when you do your Modge Podge, you're going to share with your shoulder buddy. You're going to open this up, and it's going to be kind of difficult to open, which is kind of good because we don't want it to dry out. And then you set your lid beside you. And you have, and if it comes off, you just push it in there a little bit better. You're going to take and dip in your brush, and you want it to be a good amount. So I'm going to brush this on. Now see how that's white? That's fine. That's what you want. It will dry clear, I promise you. You do not want to Modge Podge the bottom, because it will completely stick to the paper. And you're going to go in, and everywhere where you have your monster where you've painted. Now some of you didn't get finished painted, so you have to make sure that this is dry. So you're going to totally cover over this, everything. See how I'm just glopping it on? Now I'm not going to do the whole thing because I want to get to something else to show you, because you're going to have your first artsy party. So you're going to want to have time for that. So you completely fill this in. Do not paint the bottom. When you're done, this needs to go up in this cup, okay? And when I have you put them in a container, a cup in the back, I'll have some Dawn soap in there and some water and just a little bit, and so they will go down, down in the cup at the end. But otherwise, just have out of the cup. This paper will go in the trash. You're going to have to very carefully, your hands might get a little bit sticky when you carry it back to the box. It's no big deal. Okay, you can clean them off. And I want you to write your name. So I'm going to write Milligan because that's my name. But you're going to write your first name, maybe your last initial, and maybe you are in 5H. And then when you place it in the box, you're going to very carefully set this underneath it. Okay, so then when I choose some for the display case, for the art show, and I have them in this display case, then I need to know the name. And then at the end of the day, hopefully I will get them to you when you carry them home. I'm not going to have you wrap them, because kids put them in their backpacks, and they'll throw their backpack down, and they don't realize that there are monsters in there, and they'll destroy it. So you will carry it home just like it's a treasure, okay? And take care of these. It's taken a lot of time to, you've put a lot of time into these. Please take care of these. They should be your own little treasure. And then at the end, make sure also that you don't get glue all along the edge. Brush it on the inside. Okay, clean off your brush. Do not have a little bit, because see, there's a little bit of paint color that's come off. It should be okay. And that's how you Modge Podge.